Hey Dream Team, this is Kenya Alou, and we are live here tonight. And I have an incredible panel. We do these hangouts every Monday, and it's literally every Monday, crazy day. And when it's hangout time, whether I'm just watching or whether I get to participate, I am always like, it fuels me. I love to listen to people's stories. I love to get to know people. It feels a little more intimate when you're talking to them, sort of face to face in the online world, and it's just such a blessing to be able to do that. So I have the honor of facilitating tonight, and I'm excited to be here. My name again is Kenya Alou. I am one of the co-founders of the Dream Team with my partner Trent Weideman. And we are here tonight, like we are every Monday, just to share. And if you guys who are listening want to invite people to watch with you, the more the merrier. We love it. And we are excited to share tonight. I'm just going to give a little bit of background story on myself, a very short background story, and then I'm going to move on to our panelists tonight. I'm really excited to introduce them. So I started with DS Domination about a year ago now. It's been launched a little over a year, so I started in the inception. And for me, this was the first business that I can honestly say I was confident telling people that I truly cared about to invest in. First of all, it's not that much of an investment to start, and I can guarantee if they turn on their computer and take action, they would make their money back. So I didn't feel that, uncomfortable feeling of asking somebody that I cared about to join my business that was going to cost them minimum $500, and I knew they probably weren't going to make it back. So that is the refreshing part about DSD for me, and I absolutely love hearing the stories and people sharing in the Dream Team and in DS Domination as a whole. The whole company has success left and right. And so tonight I'm going to introduce to you our panel, who they're going to share with you their journey about DS Domination, and then we'll ask them a few questions too. So this is going to, not only if you're new, it'll inspire you, you will get tips. And if you are not in DS Domination yet, it's going to give you a little insight on a personal level. So the first person that we're going to talk with tonight is Lindsay, and the reason we're going with her first is because she's got a big storm hitting, and we want to make sure she has an opportunity to share. Lindsay is a mom, and she came from corporate world, and I'm not going to take too much of her story, but she has only been with us for a couple of months, so she's very new. And so I want to turn it over to Lindsay and just share your story and share your experience so far.
Okay. Thank you, Kenya. Like Kenya said, I'm a mom, and my son is a huge reason why I was so driven to find something to work from home. He started preschool this year, and so I knew that school was around the corner and field trips and all these fun things that I was not going to be a part of if I was still in the corporate world. So I started looking for something, and back in May, I was introduced to someone, and they told me about it. And I was like, oh, let me think about it, And the more I learned about it, the more I thought, hey, I love to shop. I love online shopping. For $20? Okay, yeah, I'll try this. And I've been very, very blessed to have had a great success with it. I've been surrounded by an awesome group called the Dream Team. Some of the things that I like about DS Domination is I don't feel the pressure to recruit, or have a party, or buy. I don't feel those things with this, and for me that was a big relief. I also like that it's on my time, so I can be in the car with pull line, and if I want to get back up at night and work a little bit, or if I want to you know, work in the evenings, it's on my time. So that's another big key that I like about it. I also like that it was a low startup cost, because a lot of these work from home companies, they want a lot of money up front. And so that was a big key for me, was like, okay, if I try it and it doesn't work, then I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I've sunk all this money into it. So, but it did work, and I love it. I love the group I'm in. You guys are awesome, and I'm very, very excited about my future. So, thank you.
So, Lindsay, so we don't need to go into names, but were you ever in a prior work from home opportunity that you tried?
Yes, yes. That was how I found out about Ds Domination. I was actually at a convention in Atlanta, and we were waiting to go into the Braves game, and I got to talking to someone, and she had joined Ds Domination, and so we found each other on Facebook, and she messaged me about it and was like, you need to try this. And so I was like, okay, you know, but yeah, I mean, I was in something else, and I wasn't looking either. So, and I'm very, like I said, there was a lot of things about Ds Domination that were different, and in the end, those have been the things that are the biggest, you know, factors to me of why I enjoy it.
Were you a big recruiter in your other company?
No. It was my first home company. I wasn't a big recruiter at all. I feel like I could never really get up enough courage to be like, hey, what do you think about this, you know? And with Ds Domination, I just feel like it just comes so easily, you know, because there's so many stay-at-home moms like me that I've met that feel like they want to contribute, but they just can't do it. They can't afford daycare. They can't afford you know, to commute to a job, and so this kind of gives us an outlet to bring in income to our family and contribute, and it's on our time. So that's one of the things we really like about it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Don't go anywhere. I want to circle back around as long as weather permits.
Okay.
Hang tight. And if we do lose you due to weather, be safe. You're in Tennessee where big storms brewing. So. Okay, so we're going to move on to Brian and Sonia Peterson. This is a power couple here. They've been in for, gosh, a long time. I think since the very beginning, it seems like. And, you know, just watching their posts on Facebook about, you know, sales they're making and successes is just very inspiring. Love to see couples working together. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys and just let you share your story.
Did our microphone unmute?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. We've been having internet troubles, so bear with us. Yeah, like Kenya said, we started basically when it first started out. And Kenya, remind me later, because we had a restaurant, and Trent Wyman used to frequent our restaurant, and I've got some good stories. So, but we started out basically the same way, thinking we're not rah-rah people. We had tried a few things in the past, and you know, we're not like, oh yeah, come check this out. You got to check this out. And we thought for $20, let's try it. And one weekend, the first weekend, it took us forever because we were bickering back and forth about what to list and, you know, how to go about it and stuff like that. And then after we got the first one up, I think that night we listed like 3 more items. Took us 3 hours. But the next day we just went on a roll, and shortly afterwards we got our first sale. So I mean, it was just immediate. And after that first sale, I mean, we lost money on it because we didn't do our figuring right. But boy, I'll tell you what, we were excited. We were like, it works! Yay! And then after that, unfortunately for my wife, I would stay up late at night and watch these things, and then I would buy into another level and tell her about it in the morning. Oh, by the way, honey, I joined Elite. Oh, by the way, but every step of the way, and lucky for us, we have been able to kind of separate the things out. I work waiting tables during the day, And so she's able to fulfill sales and relist and do stuff during the day when I'm working like that. She does office work or for a construction company, and so she's able to do that. And then we do different things, allows us to focus on different things. So it's really nice. But I mean, I can't even explain how DSD has opened up so many things. We had to file bankruptcy, lost our restaurant. We moved out to Colorado in 2010. Couldn't buy a house or anything like that for 3 years, and that was up at the beginning of this year. And if it wasn't for DSD, we wouldn't have been able to put a down payment. We're sitting in our new townhome right now. So just little things like that, you know, and I mean, it's just done wonders for us. And like Lindsay said, we're not big recruiters. We've told some of our friends about it and stuff like that. But between both of our jobs and everything we're doing, you know, we've decided to focus on the DSD side of it and not the affiliates so much, although we are. And if people come along and ask me what I'm doing, boy, like I had 2 people at work today going, so exactly what do you sell? Is it a certain type item? And I pulled out my phone and was like, I sold a bedspread cover, I sold a heating blanket for a massage table, you know, I sold this. And they're like, what? And I was like, yep. So super exciting.
That's awesome, and that's not a small thing. Your townhome. I mean, you said it's the little things, but that's pretty significant. And congratulations on that. That's great, and I love how you guys have a synergy with each other that where you know your roles in the business. I was wondering if you were both trying to do the same thing. I know because so I get it.
In the very beginning, we would go to list something, and we were coming up with keywords, and she would go, because she was the eBay person before. I never did anything like that, and she'd be like, well, I wouldn't use that search word, and I was like, but I would. And so it really kind of brought us out of our shell of just thinking in certain terms and stuff like that. So we bounce a lot of things off each other.
That's awesome. Love it. Okay, we are going to move on to the next panelist, and we'll go with Bob Borowick. Speak again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. So Bob's been in for quite a while too, and you know, he's had some challenging times in the beginning, I remember, and he plugged in, and you know, I want him to talk a little bit about Bob, if you could, your experience about being consistent, and even, I mean, nothing is 100% easy all the time. We hear a lot of stories of people coming on and saying, oh, it's just so easy and I'm making money left and right. But there's a struggle for everybody. There's a learning curve and a process. So go ahead and just share a little bit about your experience.
Sure. I was have had to reinvent myself a number of times. I had to close a roofing company and work as a radio salesperson, and joined another MLM, or not, network marketing was an MLM, about 4 years ago, and it was good, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, because like everybody said, I wasn't like a big recruiter. I wasn't big coming to this business meeting, and what I also found was it was tough for, people come in and they want, immediate success, and that's, normal, because you're joining something for, whether it's send your kid to college or replacement income or whatever. And where I was, although the products were awesome and I had nothing bad to say about it, it was really hard for people to have success. And I was making money, but not what I thought. So I was looking for something new to do in tandem with. And how I came across Ds Domination is probably different. And I'll be quick. I'm very much into the universe and putting vibes out there, and something called tapping, which just opens up energy channels and things like that. Anyway, one afternoon, because I, struggling financially, I'd always been getting these emails: make money on eBay, make money on eBay, and I always deleted them. I had no idea how I got on a list. But one afternoon, there's a tapping thing, a script that I did, tap for $50,000, and basically, I'm open to $50,000 and whatever. And I knew it wasn't coming to me in a check, or nobody was going to drop cash in my lap. But that night, I got that email again, and instead of deleting it, I opened it, and I read what it was about, and I'm like, no way. This is like the biggest no-brainer ever. And I called the guy that sent me the email, and that was a Tuesday night, so there was a webinar that Roger did, and I did some research, spoke to some other people that were in it, and I was like, this is the most unbelievable thing. Like, it's so easy to make money. It's not simple, but if you do just follow the training, which is, it's a proven plan, it's easy. And so I said, for $20, I'll try it. And that was how the universe was getting me my $50,000, because it's been amazing. And yes, I've had my challenges, because the training is incredible, but when you want something to happen faster than it might, it's not taking shortcuts, but I wasn't as patient, or I was overthinking things. And for getting DS Domination, the most amazing thing is the people and this team, and that's what got me through, because I made so many friends and people helping me, unconditionally, when I struggled because maybe I wasn't selling, as much as I thought I should be, and things like that. And it was the people, because it really is a team, and it really is a family. And Kenya and Trent and Alessandro and the leaders, everybody's here for everybody. And so I had my ups and downs, but still, people were asking questions. I kept watching the training, and then one day it just clicked. And since then, I've been selling consistently, and then there's different income streams within the company that it's just like amazing, because it's so much fun, and you always have something to look forward to, and you always have something to turn to if something's not working. With one of the programs, my favorite thing is to talk to people in China and find and negotiate and source items. And we have, me and my partner have 2 items on their way to sell on Amazon. And but that's like there's just so many different things that you can do, and it's nonstop, and there's no limits. The only thing that can limit anybody in this company is yourself. If you just follow the training, if you keep plugged in, if you focus on the process instead of the result. That was my problem. Is I was so focused on the sale that I would lose the process. So if you just, once I realized that, it's been amazing, and I've, my ranks on eBay have gotten great, and affiliate-wise, just like everybody said, you're not recruiting anybody. I was in the, I went to the pet store to buy some dog food on Saturday, and the girl was like saying she's been there for ever how many hours. I said to her, you should work from home like I do. She goes, I wish. I said, you could. And she said, how? And I said, give me your email and I'll shoot you over an introductory video. And there's people in line, so I'm not going to go through it now, but you can very easily do from home and start off making some supplemental income. And if you work hard enough and you want it, what a lot of people have done, or that might be the goal. But it's easy to talk about, and just coming full circle, somebody can taste success with this business literally within 4, 5, 6 hours if you're really dedicated, because you watch the training, you list something, and and you could sell something within a couple of hours, and it's like that one, even if it's for $3, which is, you want to start slow to understand the process, but success, that means it works, and then you just build on that. And so, I can look anybody in the eye and say, anybody can do it if they're willing to, put the time in and just follow training and just be patient. But it's been life-changing for me, not only business-wise, but also I've grown up a lot, learned so much from the people on this team, and like I said, I was always searching for something, and I'm finally home, and it just keeps getting better and better and better every day, and there's no limits. I mean, there's no limits on the type of leader you can be. There's literally, it's this. I mean, you can just keep going and going and going.
Awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Bob. Something he said is very important, a couple things actually, but I want to touch on where he said it didn't happen fast enough for him. And I want to tell you that we have people on our team that make their first sale within 24 hours. And then we have other people on our team, like me, who didn't make a sale for the first 2 weeks. And I was beside myself. I was like, this doesn't work. I can't promote this. Like, this is crazy. And this was way back in the beginning when Roger wasn't as crazy busy as he was, and I knew Roger from a previous company, so he actually looked at my listings and he's like, did you do the training? I'm all, well, yeah, I got 14 listings up and I haven't made a sale. And he's like, first of all, 14 listings, you need to keep listing, number one, and number two, look at your titles, they're horrible. I mean, when he said that to me, and he didn't like give me a lot of detail, but he said, you need to list more and your titles are bad. So I had to watch the training 3 times, the pro modules, before it clicked for me. And so everybody's different. It was something I flowed naturally in, so it was a little more challenging for me, and I was able to figure it out, and I actually just yesterday, I'm pretty proud of this one, I sold my own FBA Genesis item on my eBay account. So that was pretty exciting. And what Bob was talking about with FBA and ordering from China is the Genesis product in DS Domination. And Judy and Andrew actually are a little involved in that too. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm going to turn it over to one of them while they share their story. And again, thank you, Bob, for sharing. We'll go on to Judy now. Judy, you there?
I'm here.
Judy's amazing. She wears many hats like a lot of us do, but she's a mom, a grandma, and she's an accountant, and she's a home business owner. So I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away. She's a very dear friend of mine as well, and we're just moving forward here.
And that is the perfect comment. We are moving forward. I was involved with a different home-based business, online marketing, before I found DS Domination. And I accumulated a lot of debt. When I actually started DS Domination by getting my daughter involved in it. She just had a baby, wanted to stay at home, and so I'm going, hey, I heard about this thing. You can do it from home. You can make some extra money that'll tide you over and get you through Christmas, that type of thing. So she starts it, and she made money. And I'm going, wait a minute. She's making money at this. All I did was lose money at my last thing, and I worked my rear end off. So I'm going, well, heck, I'll just do it too. So I started, and I started at Pro, put up quite a few listings, got sales. That encouraged me. I started moving up and up and up. Went to our DSD convention in Las Vegas, which was just incredibly awesome. And I'll speak more on that. But about that time, they started releasing more products. And so each step of the way, because of my business background, I wanted to figure out how things worked. So I went through step by step, went through the training multiple times, and took chances this time. I jumped in with both feet, and really, because I believed in the owners of DSD, because I believed in the team, because I had complete faith that this group of people wanted nothing more than for my success. I kind of went past my comfort zone and took action. And the action is paying off like you wouldn't believe. Not only do I have multiple income streams, but I have so much more confidence in myself personally. It's an emotional thing for me because for many years I got beat up royally in the corporate world, and with Kenya's belief in me, with the program of DSD, and just the friends that you
I think we lost you, Judy. You froze out. Your connection, I think, is frozen. Are we flowing? Are you there?
Yeah, you freeze up too. So
okay.
I think it's my computer, which is really irritating me, and I don't know how to fix it, especially before Thursday night. But anyway, I am just beyond happy to be part of Ds Domination and able to share this that I talk to, because it is a family that totally cares about each other. And I will say the ongoing training is phenomenal. My last company, it wasn't there. This company had webinar Saturday night. I knew the basics, but there were golden nuggets dropped throughout that webinar. I made tweaks, and because of those tweaks, I made really nice dollars today. Really nice dollars today. So just from little tweaks there, not only on the corporate webinars, but actually in our Facebook group. So we're constantly helping each other, and we just want each other to succeed. So that's my story.
That's awesome. Thank you, Judy. Hey, what she's talking about is Monopoly. So if you guys out there are watching and you have Monopoly and you have not watched the training, it's now in the back office, so you can hop on and log in and click on Monopoly and watch the webinar from Saturday. I mean, look at how fast she got those results. That's amazing. So if you have Monopoly and you haven't seen it, make it a priority to watch that. So, and she's also going to be doing a training for the team on Thursday night. And Judy, we'll talk about your internet connection. I can see if I can help you troubleshoot that. But we are going to. She's going to be doing a great training for us on Thursday, which is very exciting. She's an accountant, and she's going to share some very important things about having a home-based business and what you need to do to be protected. So many people in DS Domination have tried to work from home for many years, but they've never actually made money. And now that you're making money here, your whole tax situation is different now. So don't ignore that because you don't want to get into trouble. You're actually a home-based business owner, and you have an income now, so that's important. Andrew.
Hi, Kenya.
Hi. Andrew and I met for the first time in Las Vegas at our DSD event, and we are going to see each other again this weekend at a Danny Johnson event, and we're really excited. So, Andrew, I'm going to let you share your story, your journey, and kind of what you're doing. I mean, you have a little bit of an interesting, you're doing things a little differently than most people, and I think you know what I'm talking about. I want you to touch on it, but okay. don't like stress people out over it. Just touch on it a little bit. Okay. Some people might be ready to hear it. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Andy Gerbers. I'm from Indianapolis, and I started DS Domination about a year ago. I was like somebody on this panel where I was on somebody's email list and how to sell on eBay. Okay, I'll click on it. And I was actually at an airport and my flight was delayed and I had like 4 hours. I'm like, okay, let me watch this video. And I watched it. I'm like, copy paste Amazon to eBay. This is kind of cool. And with my regular job, I do a ton of traveling. So I'm in hotels a lot. So with a regular home-based business, or I don't know if who's ever got invited onto this Google Hangout, if you've ever done a home-based business, I don't know. Most of them are you either have to recruit team members or you have to sell a product or some type of makeup or supplement. You have to sell it to people, so you always have to be talking to people and trying to sell them something. And this is like, oh, this is something I don't need other people to do. So I was like very intrigued. So I did it, and I made I think 4 or 5 sales that weekend. I'm like, wow, this is this is kind of crazy. And I just kind of I think I just bought every product then, because I'm like, if I know something works, I'm like, okay, I trust Roger, this works, I'm making sales, I don't need to get sold, so I just bought all the products. And I'm just my biggest overwhelming now is which way do I want to make the income, because I'm making income on the Monopoly, I'm making income on the Genesis, I'm making income on the affiliate side and on the eBay. So I'm just like, what do I want to do this week? And it can be a little overwhelming. And what Kenya is talking about, I've actually kind of outsourced some help for my eBay listings. if anyone is interested in doing that, they can message me personally. But basically, I'm hiring people to do my eBay listings for me because I want to focus on the other stuff. So it's kind of fun, it's exciting, and they're doing a good job. So I'm happy. The only thing is you're letting somebody into your eBay account that you don't know that well, but I trust them so far, and I'm watching it closely. But it's going good so far. And I met Kenya at the first ever DS Domination event in Las Vegas, and at that time I had a decent little team here in Indianapolis, but I didn't realize I went to Vegas and I saw all these people called the Dream Team, and I saw this 17-year-old kid named Travis, and a lot of you guys on the panel know him. He's going to be a superstar in this company, and he's just in high school. And he found out who recruited me, and he's like, "You're on the Dream Team." I'm like, "I'm on the what?" And then I found out I was on the Dream Team, so I introduced myself to Kenya, and I actually didn't know who she was, but I saw her, up on stage with, the check and, being an awesome leader. So I've gotten to know since that, and if you have been invited by somebody on this Hangout, this team is awesome. The Dream Team. I just learned so much from everybody, and that's why I like being on these Hangouts, because I'm meeting new people here. I've seen them on Facebook, but I just want to keep meeting new people. And I think Sonia and them, they were talking about keywords. I'm always like asking people on my team, because I don't have any kids, so I ask so I'm always going to women. I'm like, "You got kids? What do you think sells? What are kids buying? Like baby seats and all that." And then they give me some ideas, and I start selling those stuff I would never think of, and then keywords. And this is such a great team. We just help each other, and Kenya's she's always there. She's doing way more than and this team is just great. And if you are lucky if you were invited to this Hangout, and you'll probably be on the Dream Team if you sign up tonight. And we're all here to help. I'm always helping people not on my team. I'm always asking help from people that isn't making any money off of me. And it's just all I gotta say is the Christmas season is coming up, so if you guys are gonna make money. Anyone that I just know I'm making money every day, and I'm going to be doing this full time at some point. And that's what I'm going to say about that. There's so many different ways to make money, and the Dream Team teaches you. They if people didn't know, they have a separate that's just for the Dream Team. If you want to learn how to recruit and do the internet marketing to recruit DS Domination, that's all just free training that Kenya and Trent, and they just give it to us, and it's just amazing information. And I was in other home-based businesses, and I paid a lot of money to learn how to do some of the stuff that they're giving us for free, and it's great. I don't know. I love it, and I'll be going and I'll be hanging out with Kenya again this weekend. To a Danny Johnson event, and that'll be life-changing too, because one thing, what happens when you start making a lot of money, you start getting greedy, and and we're trying to just get out of ourselves and give back. So that's kind of why I like being on these Hangouts, to give back. And anyone on the panel, if you haven't friend me, and if anyone is on the group chat and I'm on Facebook, I can too. So we're just here. We're here for you guys, and I'm just glad to be on the team.
Thanks, Andy. We do have a great team, and we have so many people that are willing to help everybody, whether it's like we want to give people the tools and resources to develop. A lot of people come in and they don't have self-confidence because they failed so many times at different things, and we want to give them tools and equip them to have some success and recognize that they can do it, and they are contributing and they are making money. And so everybody just helps everybody, and we really do have a family. And I am very blessed and honored to get to know every single one of these people on the panel, and many of you in the chat and on the team. So it really is incredible. I wanna circle back through and just get one tip quickly from people. And imagine that you're giving someone a tip who either just started today or hasn't started yet, but they're going to tonight. Okay, so think about the very, very fresh new person and give one tip to that person. Okay, so we'll start just from my right to left. Sonia, are you there? Brian?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she's messing with stuff.
I hit a button, sorry.
That's okay. Just go ahead.
Gosh, what happened? Go ahead.
I think that Bob hit the nail on the head. Don't try to get ahead of yourself. Watch the videos. I cannot tell you how much people ask questions. I see posts all the time, and I'm thinking to myself, it's in the video. Don't try to get ahead of yourself. Don't go too fast. It's a process. Like he said, it's a process. Take it step by step. If you're, confused or whatever like that, we be watching the videos still to this day.
That's a great point. And I want to expand on it a little bit because that is so key. And you're right. There's a lot of questions sometimes that come through that are like black and like just straight up in the video, and we don't tell people, oh, that answer's in the pro modules because we're lazy and we don't know the answer. We don't tell people because it's actually going to do them a disservice. If we know it's in the video, in the videos are important, every detail is important, then they're probably missing a whole bunch of other details that are going to contribute to them not being as successful as they can. So when someone on your team or your sponsor tells you go to the video, it's for your own good so that you can actually do very well financially in this company. Again, you might be asking about one detail, but that one detail is very telling that maybe you just glanced through the videos one time and you missed a lot of the content, or maybe you've watched them twice, or maybe you have to watch it 3 times like me, because plus webinar after webinar, because there's a lot of information and it's very hard to absorb it all in one sitting. So the videos are very, very, very important. So don't get frustrated. We know, I might know how to tell you where to put something in whatever, but I also know that if you don't know that answer, it's really important that you review the videos for your benefit, for your success. Okay, we'll move on. Bob?
Hi. Quickly piggybacking what you guys were just talking about is it process and focus on the process. I know myself and probably a lot of other people get focused on the result, which is selling. Like, you have to sell that item. The item must in how to do it, and becoming an expert in titling or an expert in whatever. And you really, in the videos, Roger says, don't think. The easiest thing, it's so easy if you don't think. A lot of people get caught up in thinking about it, and then that takes you to the money, and the money, all of a sudden your mindset is in one place. And I can vouch for this because I was probably stuck in that and the other thing which you were just talking about is one of the other main reasons why we're always taught to tell people to watch the videos is because this business is seriously easily duplicatable to bring people on, and so, and that's, you know, that's how it is that's why it's so easy, because the training is so unbelievable, and you can learn everything from the videos, and then you ask questions, keep up on the Facebook group. So that's the reason why, you know, we're taught to tell people to watch the video, because we want, like Ken has told me over and over again to watch the videos, and I was like, Shane, why won't you give me the answers? And but I did watch the videos, and I still watch the videos to this day. But it clicked in that because now that I have a team growing, you know, you can get inundated with simple questions, and it's not that you want to be rude or mean, but it's like, watch the video, and now it's like ingrained in me. Help. And if you have anything after the video, I mean, you checked out my you know, my titling, you know, after I watch the videos, and I offer that to my team members. But that's why the whole process, there's always a reason for everything. If you're serious about wanting to change life and make money, do not quit this business, because no matter how long it takes, you will find a way to succeed. And once it clicks, the sky's the limit. So, you know, I've had people that just, you know, refuse to accept that, but just never, ever, ever quit. Just keep moving forward, keep asking questions, and keep watching videos, and there's no way you can't be successful.
Great advice. Thank you so much. Lindsay, you're still with us.
Yes. I think something I would tell someone that's thinking about joining or just starting out would be, my biggest thing was mindset. I had the mindset of a seller, as in what I thought I liked. So that would be my biggest tip, is to think about, try to get yourself in the buyer mindset instead of the seller mindset, and with your keywords and with just your items in general, and you'll be blown away. Because I never would have thought I would be selling things. Mindset is when it skyrocketed. So that would be my best advice.
Awesome. Thank you. That's a very important one. Mindset's key to success in many, many areas. Not just on what items you're going to choose, but just on, you know, are you thinking, I'm not going to sell anything, I'm going to fail at this, I'm going to, you know, or are you thinking, this is a great opportunity, I'm going to make this work, I'm going to make sales today, I'm going to make tomorrow, I'm going to do well at this, I'm going to retire, you know, whatever it is. And that's a whole other training altogether, so I'm not going to go anymore, but mindset in every area is so important. Judy, go ahead and give your piece of advice.
Well, that's hard to do since everyone took it already, but first, do not think. The process is so easy. Follow it, step by step by step. Secondly, just like Lindsay said, don't put your likes and dislikes, or don't let those be a factor in what you're listing. And then third is really have a positive attitude. You good things when your mind is thinking good things. It just comes. So, as Lindsay said, I like to shop. I like to shop online. I like to save money too. I'm a bargain hunter, and this is just perfect. So, have fun.
That's important. Have fun. Very important. Thank you. Andrew.
My advice is, the one thing that can happen is you get kind of bored doing listings sometimes and over. So My thing is stay connected to the dream team. Have fun with this. If you have a few weeks where you're just not selling anything, don't quit. Just ask for some help. Have somebody look at your listings. You're probably doing something. I'm like this huge expert, and I guarantee if I go through those pro videos again, I'll find something. Oh, I haven't been doing that for like 2 months. I can't. Why am I not doing that? So this is like an ongoing process. You're gonna have to keep learning and relearning some of this stuff, and the mindset is just to keep a good attitude. And if some type of problem happens, ask for help. Ask us for help. It's not the end of the world. I accidentally listed the wrong thing once. I put the wrong picture up, and they bought it, and it was a totally wrong item. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is bad. And I just ended up talking with someone on the dream team, and I called the customer and just, hey, sorry, I made a mistake. I told, and I can either just refund you or get you what you need to get. So nothing bad is gonna happen to you as long as you follow the training. Don't just do your own thing and just start listing stuff and getting. Yeah, there are some shady eBay trainers out there, but if you stick with the dream team, we will help you. Just have fun with this. This is fun. Get the eBay app on your phone. So if you're not, that's one thing. Get the eBay app on your phone. So when you make a sale, your phone goes cha-ching, and then everyone at your work will be like, "What is that? Oh, I just made another sale on eBay. Oh, that thing that I told you about. Yeah, I'm making. Yeah, I just made another $20 there. Man, I don't think it would be good for I do the reverse psychology at work. I say, this is probably not something you can do. I don't know if you're smart enough. I just kind of trash talk a little bit, and then they get more interested. So I make it a little game for my recruiting aspects. I just make it fun. The recruiting. I got a haircut the other day, and the woman just asked me what I did. I told her, and I do this eBay thing, and I don't give too much information, and that's what I learned a lot at the Danny Johnson stuff. She teaches you how to recruit and all that stuff. So that's a whole nother training thing, but you don't have to recruit. If you're new and you're on this Hangout, you don't have to recruit to make money. It's just a lot of us have done other home-based businesses, and we were able to recruit for things we didn't really believe in. So it makes it like Kenya was saying, this is the first thing that we've done where we actually believe in the system, like truly 100%. The other stuff we kind of did, but there's something there. We knew some people were going to fail, and we'd still sign them up anyways, and you feel kind of bad. But we know anyone that just tries, they're gonna succeed in this. But it's the attitude. If you have a bad attitude and go 2 weeks, you don't have a sale, and you start complaining on Facebook, this might not be for you. But if you keep a good attitude, we're there to help, and we ain't gonna let you fail. So that's my advice for you.
Awesome, thanks. And that's so true. I still do in this business. Sometimes I'll be approached by someone who wants to join, and I know them. Maybe I've known them a long time. Maybe I haven't known them a long time, but I know them well enough to know certain things about their personality that will prevent them from succeeding even here. And I'm like, no, don't sign up, because I know you, and you won't do the work. You'll give up the first sign of frustration, or the first issue, the first bump in the road. You'll give up. This won't be for you. There are still people out there like that, and that is not a DS domination problem. That is a personality. That is that person's problem, and they need to work on their personal growth and personal development so that they can take a hold of something and succeed in it. But that's another whole training. We have so much to give, and anyway, I want to thank everybody tonight for all of the people that have joined us, that are watching. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us. And thank you for coming to learn. Thank you to everyone on the panel, Brian and Sonia and Bob and Lindsay and Judy and Andy. I appreciate you guys taking the time out for the team to do this. You guys grab the person who invited you here tonight and ask them how you can get started, and we will see you inside the Dream Team. I look very much forward to adding you to the group and getting to know you guys and watching you succeed. So thank you so much. Dream Team, have a great night, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Kenya. Bye.
Thank you all.
Thanks.